Hi, it's Wesley with Expandacraft here. I want to show you my latest creation. This is a bow-to-bow outrigger kit on a plastic stand-up paddleboard. Now, to go over this particular boat, there's no installation. It's actually only strapped underneath and around the cross tube. Now, remember too, this is just a prototype. There's several things that I'm going to tweak on this boat. Now, this swivel seat isn't even attached, but I've found that in the test that it doesn't even need to be attached. I can slide it forward and back. The boat is so stable, as you will see in a moment. We're going to do an in-water test. It's so stable, I can stand up, and I'm 230 pounds. I can stand on one side. It's not going to turn over. Now, let me show you a little something about the design of this. This is on a pendulum. It's designed so that this is going to go with the waves and cause less drag instead of plowing into the wave. That's also part of the reason for the design of the wave-piercing bow. The wave-piercing bow allows it to puncture through the wave and pop up nice and easy instead of plow through, and with a flat top it would press that hull down, causing much more drag. And you could actually trip over it, and over you go. This fairly well eliminates the possibility of tripping over your bow and dumping the boat. Now, I have this with a single cross tube, and it's far aft. I did that on purpose. It's still quite stable if you stand up front. The stability is still there from the outrigger kit, but I can still stand up and paddle, and I get a good paddle stroke without hitting this cross tube in the back. The other reason that it's far back is I want to have more weight in the back so as to purposely let the bow of the boat and the tips of the bows on the Expandacraft outriggers be tipped up a little bit. Reason being is so that you can meet a wave and kind of pop over it, and also so that the water on the stand-up paddleboard drains out of the back like it should. Now, I'm using an electric motor here, and what I do is I'll spin around in my chair, and I can actually take this string and I can pull it up. And so if I needed to, I'm going to move this, if I needed to, I could pull it up to me, de-weed the motor, and set it back down again. And this is the Vaquita motor. I don't sell them, but I highly recommend it. There's a link on my website if you want to check them out. It's a very powerful motor. That motor and this only weighs 8.5 pounds. That's the battery, by the way. And it's controlled by this little remote control for the speed. Now, I'm going to take this thing out and show you the stability and the speed. I'm going to do a half speed run, then a full speed run. But I'm also going to stop and show you how this thing will turn almost on its own axis with the motor alone, and how you can actually stand up paddle or sit down paddle. And it's just like a regular paddleboard. There's not that much more weight. So, okay, as you can see, you can sit down and paddle this like a canoe. Like I said, I'm 230 pounds, and I can stand on the edge of this stand-up paddleboard, bounce up and down. And I'm worried more about my balance than this thing falling over. It's not going to fall over. I can get all the way to the tip, the front here, and I can still put all my weight this way and that way. And you can see, even though it's taking on water, I'm dumping her in there. But you're not supposed to be on a stand-up paddleboard like that. But it still has all the maneuverability of a paddleboard. This is an extendable paddle. I do it like this when I'm stand up. I do it like this when I sit down. Now, if you can see, when I sit down, all the water starts to drain backwards. All right, let's see if my motor is talking to me. This is the motor on. If you see, it's almost completely sideways. So I'm spinning around in the spot. just going to take off. It's not even full blast. I'm going to come back and I'll pause it here just a moment. I'll turn around. Okay, go ahead and start shooting. Not bad, that little Vaquita motor really moves, and it'll last for hours. Broke a rudder. That's all right. Coming in. Okay, so this is day one, first test. Everything went fine until just a moment ago. What happened? It looks like the pendle on the rudder slash motor kind of popped out of place. Not a big deal, but a pretty good test for day one. I'll fix the little issue there. But you can see that this, I think, is going to be a real popular kit. So I might offer this with the tilting motor device. I don't sell the motors. You got to go to, what is it, propulsions.com for the motor, and Expandacraft.com is where you'll find this kit. Remember, this is a prototype. This is test day number one. Later on, we'll have some more video of when this thing is all buttoned up and outfitted for fishing. Expandacraft.com. Check us out.